At Lake County Schools, we work to ensure that all of our students will graduate with the skills needed to succeed in post-secondary education and in the workplace. Many of our graduates have built on what they learned in our schools and distinguished themselves through outstanding personal and professional accomplishments. Since 2016, we've recognized some of our alumni by inducting them into our Alumni Hall of Fame. This year, 5 new inductees take their place among our distinguished alumni in our Hall of Fame. We are pleased to welcome Margaret Berry Emerson, Dr. Dan Boggus, Michaela McLean, Kerry Baker, and Dr. Julia Nesheiwat. Margaret Berry Emerson is a Leesburg High School graduate, class of 1980. From there, she went on to attend Lake Sumter State College and then Florida State University. She began her career as an elementary school teacher at Skeen Elementary, which is also the school where her mother taught and her daughters attended. In just a few years, she reached heights in her career that led her to become a new teacher mentor, grade chair position, and highly sought after by parents. In 1997, Good Morning America visited her classroom to highlight her interactive homework initiative that was innovating the education field. In 1999, Margaret received a Master's of Psychology and began a new journey as a school counselor. Early in her 36-year career, she became particularly interested in graduation rates and served as the graduation resource facilitator. In her times as a school counselor at Umatilla High School, she is credited for helping to earn UHS bragging rights to the highest graduation rates of all the schools at the time. She has mastered the art of connecting with students in a way that encourages them to do their best, which is evident in her student success rates and the relationships she still has with former students who inform her of and invite her to their personal accomplishments to this day. Ms. Emerson planned to retire in February of 2020, but in her deep commitment to the students of Lake County Schools, she took a position as a counselor at Tavares High School, where she currently serves. Thank you for your commitment to and representation of Lake County Schools. Congratulations and welcome to the LCS Alumni Hall of Fame.
Hi, I'm Margaret Emerson, and I'm pleased and honored to have been selected as an inductee to Lake County Schools Hall of Fame for 2020. I was born and raised here in Lake County, and I attended public schools until my graduation from Leesburg High School. Upon completion of my degree in elementary education, I returned to Lake County and began teaching, giving back to my community. I am currently in my 36th year as an educator, and I have held a variety of positions in this career, most recently a high school guidance counselor. Lake County is a great place to grow up, is a great place to learn.
Dr. Dan Boggus is a 1975 graduate of Tavares High School. He went on to Davidson College, North Carolina for undergrad and the University of South Florida Medical School in 1982, where he earned a Doctor of Medicine degree. He began his medical career at Tavares Family Medicine, working with his father, who was also a medical doctor. He then moved on to Florida Hospital Medical Group and is now at Aegis Medical Group. He has many medical accomplishments, serving in positions of authority, such as serving as a board member on the medical staff at Florida Hospital in Orlando. But his most revered position in the community is that of voluntary team doctor for the Tavares High School football team for nearly 30 years. As a contact sport, it's said that the risks of football often make parents apprehensive about letting their students participate. However, knowing that Dr. Boggus will be on the field for any possible injuries provides comfort for parents and the players. Thank you, Dr. Boggus, for volunteering your time and expertise to help keep our athletes safe for so long. We're honored to have you as a distinguished alumnus of Lake County Schools.
I am so thankful for including me in the Hall of Fame for the Lake County Public School students. A long time ago, when my parents enrolled me in the Tavares school system, I did not know that my whole life would be wrapped around Tavares and the schools and all that goes on within them. All of my kids grew up in the schools. My wife grew up in the Tavares school system, and all of us are passionate about the school system now and for the foreseeable future. All of my kids, including my son, who is a school teacher, are involved in the lifeblood of our schools, and I just don't see a way that we can ever have a healthy community without passion and love for our local schools and the educators that do all the hard work on behalf of our children. Again, thank you for including me, and you have my promise that my love for our local schools will never die as long as I'm alive and I can keep standing up and going to work. Thank you so much.
Michaela McLean graduated from East Ridge High School in 2015 and went on to graduate from the University of Alabama. She had her mind set to accomplish a big pageant title, and in June of 2019, she was crowned Miss Florida. In holding this title, Michaela has proven herself as a passionate advocate for her social impact initiative, Brave and Beautiful, Breaking Free from Behind the Screen. She recognizes the addictive misuse of social media by young women today as an escalating mental health crisis that breeds social anxiety, depression, negative body image, and isolation. She has dedicated her platform to young women's social media literacy by creating positive, purpose-driven media, educating young women through a statewide curriculum, teaching transformational strategies on establishing and maintaining healthy habits, and advocating for legislation that implements female-centric programs and funding of advisory councils to facilitate meaningful conversations resulting in positive mental health and productive lifestyles. Michaela is also proud to be a spokesperson for the Florida Everglades Foundation and excels as a Goodwill Ambassador of the Children's Miracle Network. We are proud to have you and the work you're doing represent not only the state of Florida as Miss Florida, but Lake County schools. Congratulations.
Hey everyone, it's Michaela McLean. I'm the current Miss Florida 2019 in the Miss America organization. It truly is such an honor and privilege to be chosen as one of the alumni in the Lake County Hall of Fame. I have been a resident here of Claremont my entire life. I'm an 8th generation Floridian as well as a 5th generation of citrus growers right here in Central Florida. And so this truly means so much to me, not only represent my family, but also the citrus industry in the great city of Claremont. I've been able to travel all across the state as Miss Florida, traveling over 40,000 miles in my car, going to over 45 schools, and I recently just placed top 15 at Miss America, and so I have loved Claremont. I have loved the support that they have shown me throughout this whole year. Before I was Miss Florida, I went to Windy Hill Middle School, East Ridge High School, and also danced at Shooting Stars School of Performing Arts on Highway 50, and so I love Lake County with my whole heart, and I'm so thankful for the roots that prepared me to be in this job today. So thank you all so much for this incredible honor.
Kerry Baker is a Lake County native, born in Eustis, Florida. He graduated from Tavares High School, and following high school, he attended Lake Sumter Community College. Carey joined the Army National Guard while still in high school. He retired from the Guard in 2013, having served over 31 years and having attained the rank of First Sergeant. In 2003, while a member of the Florida House of Representatives, Baker was deployed to combat infantry missions in Iraq as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom. He was the first state or federal elected official to serve in Operation Iraqi Freedom while holding office. He is a graduate of numerous military courses and schools, including the U.S. Army Jungle Operations School and the U.S. Army Pathfinder School. Carey successfully ran for the Florida House of Representatives in 2000 and was re-elected to the House in 2002. In 2004, he won a special election for the 20th District seat in the Florida Senate and was subsequently re-elected. While serving in the Florida Senate, he served as chairman of both the Senate Transportation Committee and the Senate General Government Appropriation Committee. During his legislative tenure, Carey worked with elected property appraisers across the state on several property appraiser measures and was instrumental in their passage. In 2012, he was elected to the position of property appraiser of Lake County, Florida. He currently resides with his wife Lori and their 3 children in Eustis, Florida. Thank you for your service to us through the U.S. Army and the U.S. government. We are proud to have you represent us as an alumnus of Lake County Schools.
Wow, this is awesome. Thank you so much for inducting me into the Alumni Hall of Fame. I'm sure this will come as a surprise to many of my former teachers, but seriously, I am honored by this recognition. I have 3 kids in the Lake County school system. They attend Eustis Middle and Eustis High School, and they're straight A kids. They got their smarts from their mother, but they also benefited from loving, caring, dedicated public school teachers. And for that, I will be forever grateful. Again, thank you for this recognition.
Dr. Julia Nesheiwat is a 1993 graduate of Umatilla High School. She went on to receive degrees from Stetson University, Georgetown University, and then to earn her PhD in 2014 from the Tokyo Institute of Technology. Dr. Nesheiwat was the Deputy Special Presidential Envoy for Hostage Affairs, strengthening diplomatic efforts to secure the safe return of Americans held hostage overseas. Working closely with the families of American hostages, foreign governments, and the Interagency Hostage Recovery Fusion Cell, she represented the United States on hostage-related issues. Previously, she was appointed as Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Implementation in the Bureau of Energy Resources. She also served as a political military advisor and visiting professor at the U.S. Naval Postgraduate School's National Security Affairs Department. She has held numerous positions as Chief of Staff and Senior Advisor to the Undersecretary for Economic Affairs and U.S. Special Envoy for Eurasian Energy Security. Earlier in her career, she served as the Chief of Staff for Policy and Planning in the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, where she managed the integration and collaboration of analysis and reporting with all intelligence agencies. Prior to that role, she was selected to serve on the U.S. Presidential Commission on Intelligence Capabilities Regarding Weapons of Mass Destruction, leading the North Korea and Iran Policy Steering Committee from 2004 to 2005. As a former U.S. Army military intelligence officer, Dr. Nesheiwat served consecutive tours in Afghanistan and Iraq. As a senior operations officer, she coordinated and managed interagency assessments on terrorist networks within the Middle East and Asia, and acted as the U.S. military liaison officer with regional political parties on governance and threat reduction. We are so proud of your representation of Lake County Schools and your service to this country. Thank you. Dr. Nesheiwat accepts the honor by writing us a statement that reads, "From my grade school years through my college graduation, I received my education in Lake County. It is here where my most important educational foundation was laid, and which left an indelible imprint in my heart and mind. My teachers had a significant impact on my aspirations and career goals with hands-on educational opportunities, school activities, clubs and organizations, and especially academic field trips. I will forever be grateful to my guidance counselors at Umatilla High School and their tremendous ability to seek out each student's strengths and promoting their dreams. I was raised in a small, quaint, and rural town where folks knew you by name. The true hometown environment and its civic organizations supporting my school programs and scholarships, such as the VFW, the Soar Optimist, Elks Club, and the Eustis Business Women's Rotary Club. The Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Conference in Washington, D.C. was a pivotal moment that sparked my interest to serve my country and be part of the impactful change I wanted to see happen in the world. I am beyond thankful for the strong support of my family and especially one woman in my life, my mom, who fostered my hopes and stood by me and encouraged the climb from my humble beginnings, all the way to an office in the White House. I thank God and always indebted to my mentors, friends, church, Victory Christian School, Umatilla Middle and High School, Lake Cottage Education Corps, the Elks Children's Hospital, Stetson ROTC, Umatilla Public Library, and of course the memorable character and grit of my hometown of Umatilla.
Congratulations to the 2020 Lake County Schools Hall of Fame inductees. It is an honor to recognize those who have graduated from Lake County Schools and who have gone on to have a significant impact on improving our community, our state, and our nation. We thank you for your dedication and your service, and thank you for representing Lake County Schools. We take great pride in your success. Thank you for all that you have done and for all that you will continue to do. Congratulations on being named a 2020 Lake County Schools Alumni Hall of Fame inductee.